the top 5 news for the week regarding Donald Trump and economics. Today we discuss. Yet again, another week and another set of news that affects us all, both in the US and outside the US, regarding the Trump 2.0 administration and the decisions that he and his policymaker make about the issues going on worldwide and involving the economy, involving the stock market, tariffs. So today we are gonna do this usual top 5 news of Trump for the week. So let's start, and we're gonna do it quickly today. The first thing is more tariffs yet again. Regarding this time is regarding a 25%. This particular repeating number regarding the tariffs, and this 25% of tariffs will go to cars shipped to the United States. That will increase the average price of a brand new car within the United States between $3,000 and $12,000 US. Yet again, we are on this rhetoric, and more than a rhetoric, a reality of tariffs impacting not only the US economy, but worldwide economy. And well, this is going to affect several countries like Japan, Germany, Mexico, not only where the cars are built and designed, but of course manufactured and then shipped to the United States. Yet again, let's see what happens. I don't have a crystal ball, but the rhetoric is impacting the sentiment. We're going to discuss that a little bit later. So that's the first news. The second news is regarding more tariffs to both Canada and the European Union if they try to economically harm the US economy, according to Donald Trump. And so, yet again, we know that on April 2, we are going to have the quote-unquote Liberation Day for the United States. This is according to Trump, where tariffs will be in full effect, especially the retaliatory tariffs. Yet again, let's see what happens. The European Union threatened Donald Trump that they're going to impose tariffs of their own, and they have signaling PayPal that PayPal is going to suffer tariffs of their own. And also, apparently, according to the Canadian trade with red states, particularly, they are going to target the services, the goods, shipped to Canada and back and forth. So they're going to try to, curb, and they're going to try to attack the goods produced on red states where the majority of the population vote for Donald Trump and his party. Number 3, we have the consumer confidence. A couple of surveys are indicating, a negative sentiment. According to the consumer confidence indicator, is on a 4-year low, going back to January of 2021. That's when Biden got inaugurated. So, yet again, the US consumer is not taking things lightly. And also, the Future Expectations Survey is on a 12-year low, basically right after the great financial crisis of 2008. Of course, you had several years afterwards that the economy was, on this particular weird place after the GFC. So those are the numbers of the average consumer is having right now, and the sentiment regarding how the economy is within the United States. Now we're having this vibe and weird vibe, vibe session according to Kyla Scanlon, regarding the US economy, and the tariffs rhetoric is not helping on that particular regard. Now, number 4 is that we have the economic growth data revised, and in this case, it was 2.4%. So basically, the economy of the US of 2024 grew on 2.4% of the GDP, according to the revised data of GDP in the United States. Also, the Fed inflation gauge rose yet again, so they are expecting higher inflation compared to just a few weeks ago. And of course, that also impacted the stock market today, yesterday, and it closed on the negative. You can see here the chart of the S&P. And lastly, we have to talk about the surveys, the polls conducted regarding the approval ratings of Trump's economic policies. According to a survey made by YouGov and Yahoo, only 39% of Americans approve the economic policies of Donald Trump, with 51% disapproving the policies of Trump regarding economics. Now, you might say, well, this particular survey, it was made by, let's say, with a political bias, but we also have a poll made by Fox News that usually they have a conservative bias, so usually they are more Trump positive than negative, but even them have a new poll where 56% of Americans disapprove the Trump administration regarding economics. Of course, the Trump 2.0 only has a couple of months, but it feels like a couple of years right now. And the other thing is 71% of the people on this particular survey, they say they are fearing recession. And I'm with these particular people, and we have discussed the possibility of a recession. So yet again, that's the top 5 economic news for the week regarding Donald Trump and how does impact the US economy and worldwide economy. Not necessarily the best news for this week, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching Continental Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media, and if you want to work with us, continentalinsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.